Movies are awesome. However, there are some movies that really don't require sequels. Movies like A Clockwork Orange. or Schindler's List. You know, Schindler's Second List. Schindler's Shit
Addendum.
List.
Schindler's Addendum.
Hey, you don't want to be on Schindler's List. He will come kick your butt. I've never seen the movie. I don't know what it's about, but I hear it's in black and white.
What?
I've never seen Schindler's List. It's in black and white. I won't want... No,
how are we really... Okay, continue.
I've never seen Citizen Kane either. Apparently it's the, according to AFI, it's the best movie ever.
I was training the other day, and we have a password. By the way, I'm going to let everyone on the internet know the password for a very secret document. But it's Rosebud is the password. And I was training a new recruit. And
Spoilers.
I know, right? And they were like, why is, like, Rosebud, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, well, he created the password for me because, you know, I'm such a movie buff. And she's like, what does Rosebud have to do with movies? And I was like, wait, what? Never even heard of Citizen Kane. Like, if you've never seen it, that's one thing, but never even heard of it.
Yeah, I mean...
On moving.
It's like, have you heard of Star Wars? Okay, but some movies don't really need sequels, but that's never stopped Hollywood, so it's not going to stop us. So I thought it might be fun if we pick a movie that doesn't really need a sequel and discuss ideas for the eventual, most likely direct-to-DVD or Sci-Fi Channel original sequel.
Sharknado.
Which they are making a sequel to. It's called Sharknado 2, the second one.
Aww.
Which is actually kind of an awesome subtitle. I didn't see Sharknado either.
I would have
But
liked
Mom
it.
has.
Oh, well, nice.
How was it?
Oh, it was great. Are you kidding? I never laughed so hard in my life.
I want to
It was
see it.
wonderful.
Tara Reid trying to act. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah. So,
It has a chainsaw. You'll like it.
awesome. So, I thought it might be fun to try and come up with ideas for a sequel to Disney's Frozen. A movie that really doesn't need a sequel.
No, it wraps up with a nice
But it
little bow.
probably will have one anyway.
Yes.
So, I think probably one of the most obvious things to do, which makes it probably one of the most predictable and boring things to do, which means it's probably what they're going to do, is Anna and Guy, Sven?
Yeah.
Or was that the
Donkey's
the
name.
mule, the
Mule?
donkey, the caribou, the moose? What Olaf? No, that was a snowman.
No, all of it-
Kristoff.
See, now
Was it Kristoff?
I would think that Olaf. See, you're going in a different direction, but yes, with the Kristoff. Sven is the
Sven's the donkey, or the
animal.
caribou, or whatever the reindeer, right? That thing. Yeah.
I just happen to have one
I've made it myself.
randomly sitting next to me,
Yeah, get that on frame. There we go.
and they're like, "No, this is literally just randomly in my house." Okay.
So, but I'm thinking, all right. So, Frozen, the sequel. What do you do with it? Well, Anna and Kristoff, settle down, get married, have a kid, and the kid has powers. And it's up to Auntie Elsa, to, because I'm thinking Ilsa, she-demon of the SS, but Ilsa...
Ilsa's a lion?
She-warden of the... it's a Nazi sexploitation film from way back.
Oh, no, I was going...
Which are awesome, and you should see them.
Completely other direction.
So, they have a kid who has powers, and they get out of control, and Auntie Elsa must, help contain him, and maybe this kid actually turns to the dark side, goes further than Elsa does, and they have a big battle. And maybe this kid, of course, because this kid will have fire powers.
I was going to say, it
it's
has to
fire
be summer,
against ice,
because she saved Olaf.
Oh, and Olaf finally gets to see what happens to cold things in summer.
That's what I'm saying.
And he melts and dies.
Okay, that's rude. But
Well,
he has to come back.
Flurry,
he has to come back. Like, what if they get him in like a little glass,
Or
so that they can make sure that when Elsa obviously is like, okay, now here's what you do with your powers. I get that they're super cool, but don't
Mm-hmm. So instead of a snowman, he's a waterman.
Well, but no, I mean like.
Or puddle man.
No, what I'm saying is like he dies, but they're able to revive him because his water they kept for later.
Oh, so they keep his water in a jar until it gets cold again, and then they let him out.
Yeah.
All right. What's that jar of water up on the shelf? Oh, that's Olaf. So, okay, so if you have Elsa's freezing powers and you have the new kid's fire powers, so this movie could have
It's a song of fire and ice.
Yes. I'm sure George R. Martin wouldn't mind. I do have the name right?
There's 2 R's. Did you say both of
George
them?
R. Martin?
Yeah.
Do you know what his full name is? What the 2 R's are for? George Martin.
He's Spanish.
Jorge Martin.
Jorge Martin.
But we need to...
God, it's hot in here.
I know. Goodness. So we could call it Frozen, The Meltdown. Or, wait, that was an Ice Age sequel.
Yeah, no, it was.
Okay. Maybe Anna should die in childbirth if we want to go, like, really serious and dark. You know, so... And then...
That's super. There's... The thermostat is around the corner. We keep it really hot in the day because no one's supposed to be home.
You think?
You think? We don't want to pay that electricity. Go, doot, other corner. Doot, boop, 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 boop.
And they could make it, like, ridiculously dark and, like...
Can they hear that? Can they hear the beeping?
Can you hear the beeping? Something's going to explode.
That works. It's on now.
Less than
the 84 that it's on.
So, okay. So, what they're going to do is try to, because it was mainly a kids' movie, because Disney doesn't understand that all audiences includes kids and adults. They think just kids' movies. So, they're going to try and do the Batman dark and gritty thing. So, they'll make Anna die in childbirth, but it's going to be really uncomfortably, inappropriately violent, but it's still going to be PG because Disney has the pull with the MPAA.
Because it's animated.
Right. But, she's going to be in childbirth, and she's and the child, like, using its fire powers kind of burns out of her stomach, and it's...
Like Alien?
Yeah, like Alien, and you're watching it going, oh my god, what the hell, Disney? That's gruesome. And I'm sitting there going, this is awesome.
Oh, man.
So, and then we have a big fire and ice battle between Elsa and the little kid that she tried to raise him right, but it
His name is Sonny.
His name is Sonny. And the battle rages throughout the summer until the winter, until it's cold enough for Olaf to come out of his jar and save the day.
That's right.
And we're going to have to reprise Let It Go.
Yes.
Because that song was popular and made money.
Yes. And she's amazing.
So those are some of my initial ideas for a sequel to Frozen. What were you thinking?
Mine are actually PG rated.
Oh, well, so are mine. Just because Disney has that sway over the MPAA because, money.
Right. A child burning out of a woman's womb is...
From most other, Steven Spielberg could pull that off. Disney could pull that off. That's about it. Maybe Chris Nolan if he really wanted to go.
Why would he ever
PG?
want a PG movie?
I don't know.
He's Chris Nolan. So now, like, I wanted my movie... See, I want to know what happens to peripheral characters. For me, like, sequels, I'm done with the story of the people who we watched. I was like, oh, good, you have a happy ending. I can imagine that Sven is going to go on to have lots of little Sven babies, and Anna and Kristoff.
Sven was the...
Sven is going to have Sven babies.
That's good, because we have lots of cute animals that we can make plush toys out of.
Boom.
I like it.
Rather than wooden ones. Can't cuddle up with that one. But no, you know who I want to follow? Splinters. I want to follow the snowman who gets
the tiara.
Elsa's tiara because he puts it on.
Mm-hmm.
What if he's a transvestite?
He becomes the new queen of that ice castle, which I assume is still standing out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big old ice castle. That would take a lot to melt.
Anna dies in childbirth because the fire baby burns straight out of her stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Elsa can't handle the kid, so she takes him up the mountain to stay with Uncle Sasquatch Snowman.
Sure.
And of course,
which
is
I also
a
have
horrible
right next
idea.
to me.
Which was a horrible idea because it's a fire baby and he or she melts the entire castle. We don't know what else it was thinking.
I don't know what you're thinking.
I'm not really. I'm on vacation. I don't think when I'm on vacation.
I want to follow him. Because he put on a little tiara at the end, and he was like, oh, I got a little tiara. Like, they put him at the end...
For a reason.
Yeah,
this wasn't just a funny stinger. This was a lead into the next film.
Like, he's going to mean something. What if he and Olaf... Like what I said, he's a transvestite.
Whoever said he was a he?
This is super true. I mean, yeah.
Or, you know...
That could be a female.
Or it could be a same-sex relationship.
This is also true. Oh, hey, no, because there was a thing that weren't we talking about that thing with the wee-mees, me-wees, me-wees, the wee-mees, the wee-mees?
What the hell are you talking about?
and they couldn't marry because they were the same. We talked about it.
The me's in Tomodachi Life, right?
See, now these Olaf transvestite, totally fine.
That's right. You know, Nintendo, Disney's ahead of the curve here,
right? Right.
Because the whole movie was an allegory for homosexuality, anyway.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Be who you are. No.
Let it go. Let it go. I'm like 2 octaves low, but
yeah.
Well, I can't sing as high as Idina Menzel.
Golly, no one...
Or whatever the hell John Travolta says her name is.
Adela Dazeem. God, John.
Oops.
That was like a mini stroke that he had. Like, on national television.
Did someone spell the cue card wrong? What happened?
I don't know what happened.
He wasn't wearing his glasses.
He was just... I think he got really excited about, like, the wickedly talented, and then... like... and brain aneurysm. Yeah. But her name is Idina Menzel, and I'm in love with her. Just a little bit.
Okay, so Disney is almost certainly going to do a sequel to Frozen, and why wouldn't it? Because the movie made a lot of money.
They just did.
And deservedly so. I quite enjoyed it.
I was really good.
Yeah. It seemed a little front-heavy on the songs, though.
A little front-heavy on the songs.
Let it go!
Well, she did. She got a little dress of ice that was all low cutish, and then high cutish, and then all cutish.
You think she had, icy undies, too?
I just think she was commando.
Elsa goes commando.
Cold doesn't bother her anyway.
Cold doesn't bother me anyway.
I mean...
So, what do you mean? I really think that they'll probably do a Kristoff and Anna's kids, and one or some of them have powers, and the powers manifest in different ways. No?
They're going to follow Olaf. They're going to follow Olaf. 100%.
Well, that's going to be...
I will put money on it.
Okay, well,
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I will put money on the fact that they're going to follow Olaf.
All right, do you think it's going to be Frozen 2, the Olaf show? Do you think it's going to be a theatrical release, or do you think it's going to be like a cartoon on Disney Channel?
It is going to be like Aladdin 3, where you see the carpet and it doesn't even have all of the...
Well, to be fair, Disney's been doing a lot better with the direct-to-DVD sequel garbage. Some of them were actually maybe not good, but at least there was some effort put in.
No,
It's
Olaf...
not as bad as the 90s. Yeah, you're probably right. Frozen 2. Olaf.
Olaf takes Manhattan.
Olaf takes Manhattan. Because where does this take place? Norway or something?
Yeah, because there's fjords!
Fjord! Yes! So, that's our ideas for a Frozen sequel, which we need and will get. What are yours? Write them in the comments section.
I'm going to read them now.
It'll make you feel...
Oh, that's a horrible idea.
Oh,
what is wrong with
See that
you?
one? What were you thinking?
Can we delete that now?
Yeah,
I don't want other people to
Disney
read that.
might actually think that's a good idea.
Alright.
So, that's it for this video. Next time, we will discuss a sequel to Castaway.
Oh, yeah. That'll be good. That'll be good.
Stay
That
tuned.
deserves a sequel.
Yes. Stay tuned. But seriously, if they have another character with powers, do you think they'll have another character with ice powers, or do you think they'll go then? I think they'll go the another. If another character has powers, it'll probably be fire powers.
It does. It
And
has to be summer.
And Elsa will have to battle them.
Yeah.
And
It would have to be a drought. It won't be fire because I think that fire, honestly, is too scary.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be like more of a like maybe fire, but not in the fire of sense of like fireball to you to hurt you, like accidental I sneeze and I just burn the forest down. Like you need to have a drought. You need to have like the burned forest, like
so
the
it does
vegetation
so exactly
is gone.
the same movie.
The vegetation
instead of
is
freezing
gone.
the kingdom over, the
Yeah,
kingdom
burn
suffers
down.
a drought.
Yeah, and
The non-powered sibling has to go to the sibling's sandcastle that he or she made out in the desert to be alone. And after singing a very uplifting song about being him or herself, it says, "Hey, could you come back to wherever and undrought the place?" But only true siblingly love can get the water to return.
Something, but yeah,
so
that's
the same
gotta be what it
exact
is.
movie, just
Yes.
with a different power.